Have you ever wondered why some project teams consistently deliver exceptional results while others struggle, but both have equal resources? The answer may not be in their tools, methodology, or budget. The key is in their mindset. At Powering ProjeX, we champion the growth of project people, empowering every subscriber to lead with distinction, drive impactful outcomes, and turn vision into victory. Through sharp insights, inspiring stories, and energetic conversations, we will celebrate the exceptional people who transform industries and build a better world. Welcome to the Powering ProjeX podcast, where we explore the strategies, stories, and insights that make projects thrive. I'm your host, DK, and today we're diving into a book that I just finished reading and has taught me so much about people and their ability to be great. It's called Mindset: Changing the Way You Think to Fulfill Your Potential by Dweck. Now, before we kick off, if you want to join a community that puts your career first, gain global connections, cutting-edge skills, and hear from voices just like yours who are shaping the project management industry, subscribe to the podcast now. Mindset by Dweck isn't just about psychology. It's a roadmap for unlocking potential and driving future success. It introduces the concept that there are two ways of thinking, the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. So let's take a minute to explore them both. Let's face a few facts. Innate talent isn't a life goal. Innate talent is a fixed thing. You might have innate talents in certain areas of your life, but other talents escape you. Further, no one seeks to improve their innate talents. They're inherent, right? If you have it, why try? But that's the problem with the concept of innate skills. It gives us no imperative to improve. A fixed mindset assumes that talent and ability are static. You're either good at something or you're not. It's about judging, and it labels people as successes and failures, which can trap us into that feeling of powerlessness or being inadequate. Further, what happens when innate skills fail us in certain scenarios? Well, it reduces our confidence. It leads us to destructive patterns like being judgmental, blaming others, catastrophizing, and wanting to hide from the world, all for not being good enough. This is fear talking, and we all know where that leads us. Dweck's research shows that the brain is like a muscle. It forms new connections and grows denser when challenged. The more that we learn, the stronger and smarter our brains become. And this isn't just theory, it's neuroscience. So when you encourage your teams to tackle new challenges, you're literally helping their brains grow. Dweck calls this brainology and proved that simply acknowledging this fact is a powerful tool for inspiring effort and the resilience to persevere and learn from past missteps. And that's why cultivating a growth mindset is hugely beneficial for people and teams. A growth mindset is all about learning and developing to strengthen our brains and increase our abilities. These are doing words, and they inspire us all to believe that we can be more than what we are today. It's the belief that your capabilities can improve through effort and practice, and therefore your talent is never a fixed thing. It's ever evolving. So the message for all leaders out there, your team isn't a collection of naturals and failures. A growth mindset is about learning new skills, expanding your knowledge, and developing teams to achieve better outcomes. Further, every person on your team has the potential to grow, and your job is to encourage that growth by fostering high standards, setting clear goals, and guiding your team to develop the extra skills that they need over time. So how does this apply to project management? Well, let's break it down into 3 key takeaways for PMs leading teams to deliver project outcomes. Number 1, shift from a judging mindset to a learning mindset. A fixed mindset judges. This team member isn't cutting it, or I'm not good at managing conflict. A growth mindset asks, What can we learn here? And what skills do we need to develop? Instead of labeling someone as incompetent, identify the gap. Maybe they need some additional training in risk management or improved communication techniques. Help them to see mistakes as evidence that they have something more to learn. It's not proof of failure. This creates a team culture that's optimistic, realistic, and focused on growth. Number 2, set goals and visualize success. A growth mindset thrives on clear, actionable plans. When faced with a challenge like a tight deadline or a scope change, encourage your team to think vividly about the problem, break it down, and create a step-by-step plan. Then perform a walkthrough and visualize how they'll execute it. Dweck's research shows that this kind of mental rehearsal boosts follow through. For example, if a team member struggles with stakeholder engagement, work with them to map out the conversation, like how they'll approach a senior leader for help or how to perform active listening, and help them visualize how they'll apply that skill that they're trying to develop. Number 3, sustain change. Adopting a growth mindset isn't a set and forget deal. It's like losing weight. You can't just hit the goal and stop. Complacency does lead to regression. As a PM, maintain the momentum by starting each day asking, what are the team opportunities for learning and growth today? And how will we act on those? Embed this into your team's routine, maybe through your daily stand-ups or any other key meetings that you might have. The key is to make learning part of your everyday. Celebrate learning opportunities as often as you can, and remember to celebrate knowing your opportunities for learning as well as everything that you've done to make progress on them. Keep the focus on effort and improvement, not just results. Now, here's something that you can apply today to bring the growth mindset to your projects, which is the daily growth question. At the start of your next team meeting, ask everyone, what's one key skill or area that you want to grow in to make this project better? And what's one step that you can take today to start working on it? Maybe it's improving sprint planning, estimation, communication, negotiation, dealing with conflict, or learning to use a new project management tool. Have them write it down, share it with the group, and commit to one actionable step. Then follow up in your next meeting to discuss their progress. This is a simple practice that will build a culture of learning and keep people focused on development and reinforce that effort drives results. Carol Dweck's book, Mindset, is an outstanding read and reminds us all that success isn't about having a team of naturals, because that's not reality. It's about cultivating potentials through learning, effort, and resilience. By shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset, you can transform how your team tackles challenges, develops new skills, and improve your chances of delivering successful outcomes consistently. Change isn't easy, and remember, no one is forced to improve, but it's always a viable option and pays great dividends. As Dweck says, the moment that you start seeing things through a learn and help lens, you'll lead a different kind of project. So PMs, what's the next step? Will you take on the growth mindset challenge? Try the daily growth question today with your team and let me know how it goes. You can engage with Powering ProjeX on LinkedIn and X, or drop a comment on our podcast page on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And last but not least, a huge thank you to Colin D. Ellis for recommending this book to me. And if you'd like to learn more about building strong and successful team cultures, stay tuned for my podcast with Colin, which is due out on the 14th of July. It's a ripper session, and Colin is one of the funniest and most learned people I have ever met. And that's all for today's episode of Powering ProjeX. If you enjoyed this deep dive into my learnings from Carol Dweck's Mindset, subscribe for more insights to level up your project management game. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep powering your projects from vision to victory. I'm DK, signing out.
The content provided in this podcast is for informational and educational purposes only and does not constitute professional, legal, or financial advice. The opinions expressed by the host and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views, of any affiliated organisations or sponsors. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information on project management methodologies and related topics, no guarantee is made regarding the completeness, accuracy, or applicability of the content to your specific circumstances. Listeners are encouraged to consult with qualified professionals before making decisions based on the information shared in this podcast. The hosts, guests, and producers are not liable for any losses, damages, or outcomes resulting from the use of this podcast's content. By listening to this podcast, you agree to assume all risks associated with the application of the information provided. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope you'll find value in our discussions.